This is our top 50 games at this moment in time. We are doing numbers 20 through 11 in this video. So we have this one, and then right after that is our top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And things have definitely shifted around, and I'm really curious because when editing these videos, I've been seeing a lot of your games kind of shifting around. So I'm really curious about this list and the top 10 and see what's been going on.
I'll just say this. This is probably going to be your favorite section of my list.
Interesting. Okay. Okay, well, let's get right into it, starting with number 20.
So as I mentioned in the intro, this game's probably going to have about 7 games that are unexpected. But
I'm excited.
the first game on the list is probably not too unexpected. The first game is
You didn't give me any clues.
Turing Machine. That's okay. You've seen this one already. This was on your list earlier on. So deduction, trying to figure out based on clues try and figure out the codes that you are supposed to find out. And again, I mentioned it before with hers. It's just one of those things. It's like, I don't know how people thought of this, but it was really well done and just amazing how they do this. And I love deduction style games and trying to figure out based on clues and stuff like that what it is you're trying to find. Great game.
Yeah. So this is your find the secret code using a mechanical computer that works with punch cards alone. Ask the machine the right questions and find the answer before everyone else. Mm-hmm. This is, it's so good.
Such a good one. Love it. Turing Machine.
Okay. Deck building worker placement combo.
Deck building worker placement.
Gorgeous game.
Is this arnak?
This is arnak.
Wow, that's higher on your list than mine.
Lost Ruins of Arnak, a deck building worker placement combo. That is kind of, I think, one of my favorite mechanism mashes. Like, I love that combo. And this is gorgeous production. Wow, it's stunning. And you have this temple track that you're going up on and playing cards, and the components, the production, like I said, the components are really cool. Those arrowheads, and this is just a lot of fun, and yeah.
Would it be higher if we had played it more recently?
Possibly, but it's starting to get really tough in these top 20 for me because things are getting squeezed out of the top 10, so everything's just kind of shifting down because new to me stuff and new stuff might be coming out, so things keep getting squished. So we'll see. I am curious about the first expansion for this we have, so I wonder if that might add anything for me. But this is a great game. I do enjoy this a lot.
Me too. All right, so we're gonna start to get into these games that it's some of these games that it's like, ooh, after we played it, it was like, this could wind up in my top 10. But not everything can wind up in my top 10, so it seems like a lot of these games are ending up just below the top 10 in this 20 to 11. So that's why this list is so chock full of all of these types of games. And so the clue is building up your castle, trying to protect it.
After the Empire.
Yeah.
That's not a surprise. I know you like this one.
But the surprising fact is that the majority of the games that are in this list are this bigger size box. So my stack is probably about twice the size of it has been in previous.
That's wonderful.
Previous lists. So these are the types of games that we wouldn't think that would be kind of high up in my world, but definitely love it. Especially this one, After the Empire. You're literally trying to build your castle and then protect it from the onslaught that is coming from all different angles. And there's worker placement involved and all these other little like tracks and things like that you're going up and down.
It's gorgeous.
And it's just it's a beautiful production. Beautiful production, really well done how the pieces actually fit together to make the castle. So I loved this game.
It's so good.
I really did.
We need to have an epic battle again.
We gotta do it. I think I was still undefeated.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Crunchy Rolling Right.
Ooh.
Space.
Twilight inscription.
Based off of Twilight Imperium game. So man, do I love this game. I've never played TI4. I would, if somebody had the game and wanted to play it, sure, I'd play it. It's not one I'm going to own because I've got some other ones that I think I'd prefer. But I love this thing because you got 4 sheets that you're doing stuff. And this game has probably, I'm pretty sure, my all-time favorite dice.
Yeah.
Those large, translucent dice. Oh my gosh.
Colored dice.
I love them so much. So you're rolling, rolling the dice. We have different cards out, and then everyone is, doing stuff on their sheets, and things interact, and you have like more exploration map and a more war where you compare the people, and oh my gosh, this is a lot of fun, and I'm ready to play this again.
I like it too.
This is a great one. That is a Twilight inscription.
Mm-hmm.
I could not resist. Can you guys see these dice? Look at them. They're amazing. Woo!
So this is a game that I actually used to really, really dislike and never, ever, ever want to play. And then they came out with a new, upgraded version.
I don't know.
Castles of Burgundy.
Oh, yes.
Special edition.
Oh, it's so good.
Alright, and if you guys haven't seen this, it's a big box as well.
He's struggling.
It's big, and it's all the way on the floor, and here it is.
We got the some acrylic tiles, and this has a vineyard expansion in it. Oh, look at that.
Okay, so
Look at that bad boy.
So in all fairness to this game, the reason I didn't like it before was because it was really ugly and it took a really long time. And that was a long time ago that we started playing this game, so I never really wanted to play it again. And then we saw the Kickstarter or the crowdfunded version of the special edition, and I was like, well, that looks pretty cool. Let's play that. And then we played it again. And again. And suddenly, this went from, I never want to play you, to, now it's in my top 20.
Yeah, it's your type of puzzle. You like these little puzzly things, and it's such a good game.
But it was really ugly before.
Oh yeah, it was awful. That's why it just kept dropping for me in the prior years because it's just so bad looking. I like pretty games.
Yeah. So, and we went pretty deep into this one with a lot of the goodies and stuff like that. And
we didn't do all of the
not all of them, but we made it pretty
3D
good.
printed things.
Yeah.
We got a lot of acrylic tiles.
Yeah, we got the acrylic tiles, which
in the game map.
I love it. In the game map, oh, so good. Stefan Feld, trying to it is just a puzzle, and you're trying to kind of figure out how to make it work, and goes in different routes. Rolling
dice, and you're putting out tiles in your duchy.
Yeah. And
according to different colors and numbers, and it's so good.
Yeah, and the new expansions made it really.
The Vineyard expansion, yeah.
Even better, more fun.
Yeah.
So, yep, Castles of Burgundy special edition,
Excellent.
Not old version. Not the old version.
Mine is also pretty hefty. Really grandiose worker placement, all about the Great Wall. You wouldn't guess it, probably.
All about the Great Wall. It is the Great Wall.
Oh. Now, okay, I think he hasn't played this one.
I haven't.
But this could be one of those kind of like After the Empire that he just was, gushing over. This could turn out to be one of those types of games for him. I'm
interested in it.
Just saying. You did get to see our big sprawling layout when we played it. I think we had an epic 4-player game or something.
Which was a little scary.
Oh, but it's so cool because you have this, you're building up the segments of the Great Wall, and like I said, it's a worker placement, but man, the grandiose production of this really just makes it even more fun. I mean, with this black powder expansion, which I probably would never, I would always play with it. You have like siege engines and ladders and all kinds of cool things, and yeah, you're fighting off hordes, and everyone's kind of putting stuff on walls and such together. We have different units like archers and such, and I really enjoy this game a lot. And this is from Awakened Realms.
The way you just described it made it sound a lot like After the Empire, for sure.
Well, it's a little more like everyone's putting out stuff on the main area, like which is similar with After the Empire for the worker placement part, and then everyone has their own.
Right.
But the Great Wall is kind of a communal thing, and there's different ways to get the points and such.
Okay.
But I think this could be one that you end up really liking. But that is the Great Wall. I love it.
All right. Big, round, pretty wooden board dexterity game.
Oh, Crokinole.
Crokinole, and I don't have the big, round, pretty wooden board right here, so I'm just using the placeholder, which is the scoreboard with all of the pieces and stuff like that you flick.
Woo!
So, Crokinole, super fun dexterity game. I like dexterity games. I think Jody does too, but she gets frustrated with Crokinole when I beat her.
Well, no, I used to be good at it, and then something happened. I'm just awful. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Really a lot of fun, and just a simple game. You can teach it in about 2 or 3 minutes, and
we get my parents to play.
And everybody's playing and having a good time. So, I love those types of dexterity games. You're just trying to flick it into a hole or into, basically it's a target shuffleboard with target flicking kind of a thing. So.
That's good.
It's a good time. Crokinole.
Okay, so we are going to do some more worker placement deck building combo, and it's a wintry scene.
Wintry scene? That's not what I was thinking. Endless Winter?
Yes.
Is that what it's called?
Endless Winter, Paleo Americans. Go ahead and grab that disc so we don't lose our Crokinole pieces. So, this is from Fantasia Games. This is another, I feel like a great production in the base game itself. Like, the base game has really cool pieces, dual layer boards, great quality and everything. I love this production, but I really enjoy this because you have a lot of different things going on. You have the terrain where you're putting out, I forgot what they're called, settlements and stuff, and settle new lands, and then you're also trying to hunt different things, and you have the megalith board where you're placing out tiles, and you have your own player board that you're doing upgrades and trying to build stuff out, and of course you're buying cards, doing some deck building, and I love how it all comes together. And I don't think, did I ever beat you? Didn't we have this? You won like a game, and then we had another one where
you beat me by like a point.
I beat you by the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
I think.
something. Yeah. Well, but the first time we played it, I smoked everybody.
Yeah, I know. But we do have the expansion material, which we played 2 of the 3, and I really like those as well. So I love everything about this game. Gameplay, production, outstanding. That is Endless Winter, Paleo Americans. What's exciting game this time? It's a big box?
It's a pretty big box, yeah.
Oh.
It's the Titan edition.
Ooh, Moonrakers.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a surprise. Like,
no, but again, it's a big box.
Yes, but you've always liked this game.
Okay, but to you it may not be a surprise because you've played it with me and you've heard me talk about it.
It was on your list before, wasn't it?
True, but...
And then we just got the even bigger box to fit all the expansion material in.
Yeah, but it's one of those games that's still kind of a surprise because it's one of those that... I don't like expansions generally, but this game, every expansion that they added was like,
we technically did not play one expansion yet.
Yeah, but every one that we have played,
Overload,
which was like 3 of them.
And Binding Ties, I think. I can't remember. Yeah. But yes.
But every time it added something good to the game and it wasn't like overwhelming.
This is a negotiation deck building game, and I think we were initially surprised years ago when we tried this that we're like, wow, we actually really like this game, and the production's outstanding. It's so good. Yeah.
I mean, deck building, but the negotiation aspect we weren't really sure about, but then it was like,
It's fun.
Well, that was cool.
I really like this game. It's good.
So that is a big one again
Good
for me.
choice.
So Moonrakers, the Titan edition.
I approve. So we're going to go to the zoo.
Go to the zoo. Are we? I don't know where we are. What's it called?
We're doing some Ark Nova.
Ark Nova. That's
Ark Nova.
Didn't remember.
And I really enjoy this game. I love all the different cards. It's that same concept as Terraforming Mars, where it has a bunch of different cards, and you're, building up a tableau, but you're also kind of playing in tiles and filling in your zoo map. And I really like it a lot. And I like the turn, like on your turn, your action selection, where you pick a card, do it, and then it shifts over, and the strength of the slot is the strength of the action of that card. And I really have fun with this. You didn't like this though, did you?
Well, I think it was the fact that it was making me feel like you said Terraforming Mars a little bit, which had gone from way up high to off my list. So it's like, I don't know, it kind of gave me those vibes, and I just didn't really dig it as much.
Well, I really like this one. Interesting scoring, how you have the two tracks, once they cross, it's the difference. And yeah, I really love this one a lot. And
that was weird too.
I do have the what is it, the expansion I would like to try, but I really enjoy this one. That is Ark Nova, and all the cute little animals in it.
So this one's not a surprise that it's going to be on my list. What it might surprise you is how far it's dropped, actually. And there's a dual version.
7 Wonders.
Okay. So, 7 Wonders used to be way up high on the list, like top 3 or 4, something like that.
I don't know.
It might have been number 3. And now it's at, what are we at, 14? I think is where we're at. 15 something.
15.
Yeah, number 15. Now, this is also partially because we haven't played this in years now. And
probably because I'm cooled off on it, and I don't.
And she doesn't want to
try to bring it out.
I would play it, and I just love it. I love the drafting. I love the trying to, do the different aspects of things and trying to gain your points a bunch of different ways. I like the military, where you're fighting people on either side.
It's a good. I really like this.
Certain cards that give you just straight up points. Certain cards that you got to build your strength and your engine by getting certain resource cards and stuff like that.
If you asked to play it, I would play it, because I do like. It's a good game. I do like it.
Building your wonders and everything. I miss it a lot.
Goodness. Well, we can play it.
And so it's dropped because I miss you.
Oh my God.
I miss you.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we are going to visit a very dark road.
Merchants of the Dark Road.
And this is an Elf Creek Games game, and the artwork by Andrew Bosley. And I really like this game a lot. The production's outstanding. Of course, the art is amazing. It's Andrew Bosley, my favorite.
She's a Bosley fangirl.
Yes. But this, you are using your dice to select actions in the city. There's going to be a little rondelle. You're moving your wagon around, and you're using dice to do actions. And then you are trying to do some resource stuff. And on your wagon, you're going to be placing these goods, fitting it in kind of like polyomino style. And you're going to be trying to deliver the goods. So you're traveling down the dark road, and you're trying to deliver these goods. And there's different paths you can take. And some paths might be more risky, but might give you bigger rewards. I love this game a lot. I love this production. I have the deluxe version with all of the amazing, I don't know, it's not acrylic, it's, I'm drawing a blank, but the lantern, resin, I think.
Oh yeah, resin pieces.
Lanterns and the crystals, and I love the swirly dice. I just have a blast playing this game. And yeah, I know you're not a fan of it, but I hear they are coming out with an expansion.
Oh, goody.
And well, I really like this game a lot.
You said that as if I was supposed to get excited.
So I might have to keep an eye on that. So yes, I'm really excited. I really like this game a lot. That is Merchants of the Dark Road.
This game we just played recently. It's in space, and it has replaced a different kind of similar game.
I know what it is, Planet Unknown, because when I was getting my games, I saw that it was missing.
So we know there's going to be a crossover in this list.
Not necessarily, I just noticed.
Oh, you just saw it wasn't there.
It was already on my list.
Oh, you have done this
yes.
already, yep. So
I just know where the games reside in our shelves.
Yeah, and then I go and mix them up and makes people mad. So anyway, Planet Unknown is a really, really cool polyomino style game but it's a little different because you've got this Lazy Susan in the middle where the person who, it's their turn, they get to choose where they place the Lazy Susan. And so if they put it there, they get to take that one or two pieces on that section. But then
you take
the other
one
players,
piece, but you can choose between the two.
Right. So there's two sections in each, row, I guess, if you can call it the piece of the pie, whatever it is on the Lazy Susan. And so you can choose which one. Now the other two players, they have to choose between the two that lands in front of them. Mm-hmm. So they don't get to choose on their turn, but when their turn comes around, they get to choose, and it's the same for the other players on their turn. So there's also these tracks that you're working your way up. You're trying to kind of gain things along the way. You're trying to fill in your planet or wherever it is you are in the universe, and there's a lot of different ways you can play. Everybody can play the same planet, or you can play
a lot of asymmetric maps.
There's kind of asymmetric
and
stuff to this. So
cute little rovers.
Yeah, so you're kind of doing your own thing, but where somebody else goes or does influences what you end up doing. So really, really fun. I super enjoy Planet Unknown. Another kind of big chunky box game, which again, not surprising to you, but it's a big box. That's kind of surprising to a lot of people.
But it's not a super complex game. There's just a lot of stuff in there. That Lazy Susan takes up a lot of space.
That's true. So, Planet Unknown.
Okay, so this we have a buttload of content for, and this is glorified battle Yahtzee.
Oh, dice thrown.
Dice thrown. I just have one box here, season 1. We have all kinds of content, and we have more content coming from the last Kickstarter. This is one game that we both kind of jointly just want to get everything.
I'll play this any day.
We love all mishmashing all the different characters.
Any day.
This is just a blast. This is just so much fun, and everyone that we've played with thoroughly loves this game. It's just so cool that you can play Santa Claus versus a ninja, or
versus
a moon.
Black Panther.
Yeah, like it's. Oh, I love this game. If y'all been watching the channel for a while, you know how much we love Dice Throne. We're always playing it, but this is a blast. Definitely check this one out if you want some lighthearted fun and Yahtzee style rolling. That is Dice Throne.
Can we play? Alright, here comes another one. It's one of those that she put on that list of she made me play, and
Scholars of the South Tigris.
Ooh, you're close, but we're gonna go in space with a tech tree.
Oh, I thought this would be higher.
Yeah, well,
Beyond the Sun.
I'll explain a few things here in a minute, but
I thought this one might be higher than 13. I thought this might be in your top 10.
Yeah, so, I mean, again, like I said before, there's a few of these games that I've said over the last couple of years that it's like, well, that one could be in my top 10, and this is one of those that I said that about, but I can't push everything out of my top 10, and this is pretty close. So, Beyond the Sun, it's this tech tree, which I was looking at it whenever she was playing it and trying to convince me to play. I thought, this is ridiculous. I don't know what is going on. It's not that difficult. It's just...
It's so good.
But you're trying to kind of work your economy and try and figure out as you're going through this tech tree, you know, how to make things work.
And you have some space battling going on the space board.
It was just so, like, different to me that it scared me, but then when we played, it was like, yeah, I'll play that one again.
It's fun. It's so much fun researching the technologies and branching out, and it's a blast.
It was so good, and it was one of those that, it was just super surprising to me that it was something that I would actually want to play again and land this high on my top games list.
It's good.
So, and like I said, this could have been a top 10 type of game. It's just like, trust me, I couldn't drop. You'll understand whenever we get to the top 10 and some of these other games.
All right,
there it is, Beyond the Sun.
So mine, we've actually had some recent plays, and as soon as we were done playing, I wanted to automatically play again. And it's gorgeous. You know, you have all kinds of flora and fauna. And we have
That's your Earth.
Yes, from Inside Up Games. This is another gorgeous game, and lots of engine building. I just have so much fun. It's one of those where you have all kinds of different cards, and they're all gorgeous. But you're playing out cards, and you're, 4x4? I think it's 4x4. Mm-hmm. If a certain color action is taken, then you get to basically trigger all those colored abilities on your cards, starting from the top left going down. So you kind of build up this engine, and you're putting out sprouts, and you're going to be building up these trunks with canopies. And this is so much fun, and it's pretty basic. You just select one of the 4 actions, and you do that. And what's cool is that everyone gets to do something on everyone's turn. I love that. So you can collect soil, which we call poop. We call poop, and this it looks like poop. It, yeah. And this is just a blast. And if you play with a lot of the different communal objectives, oh my gosh, I'm not really good at it, I would say, because there's so many different objectives to shoot for and planning. One friend that we keep playing this with just keeps winning. But because there's just so many different objectives you could shoot for and trying to arrange things, it can be mind bending. But man, this is a great production and great gameplay. Love this a lot. That's Earth. Number 12, 2 away from our top 10. Give me a clue, quick.
This is another one of those that I said this could land in my top 10.
All right, give me a clue.
It is part of that that appearance of games that I wanted nothing to do with the previous 3 games.
Is it the Scholars of the South Tigris?
There you go. So this is Scholars of the South Tigris.
Number 12, guys.
Number 12.
You come a long way in the gaming.
This one's crunchy, right?
Yes, this is a very crunchy game.
So again, it's kind of a surprising type of thing for me that it was one of those she had to pull me in and get me to play it, but when I did, it was like, all right, I'll do that again.
Well, I thought you would like it because, the mechanisms are good, but the language mixing and the color mixing, and it's just, you like those types of things.
There was a lot of stuff there that just appealed to me, and as much as I didn't like the West Kingdom games, I still like the artwork. So, and this has a similar kind of a feel to it. So I like the aesthetic of the game. I like how it looks on the table. I like the actual mechanisms and getting your workers and using those, but also using your dice to combine to make certain colors. And
there's a lot of color mixing.
There's color theory involved that gave Jody a little bit of an issue, but I had a lot of fun with it. There's tracks in the middle. There's all these different things that just made it work for me. And
you're trying to make translations from some language to Arabic.
Ultimately to Arabic, yeah. So just a lot of fun. Scholars of the South Tigris. Really enjoyed it.
All right, so number 12 for me is a crossover, so you have to grab it for me. It's right there. It is the Castles of Burgundy Special Edition. I really love. I've always liked the game a lot, but this production just, man, it does it for me. it brings this game to life. If you like Castles of Burgundy and haven't checked this special edition out, this really, like I said, really does bring it to life. I love the gameplay. I love using dice in games where you can manipulate the dice, but you're trying to get these tiles and putting it under duchy, and you have to build off, and certain restrictions with colors and numbered dice being used, and I love it. And the Vineyard expansion was great as well, and those acrylic tiles, I love them, and this is just a gorgeous production. I've been itching to play this one really bad. I keep seeing it up there on that shelf, and I'm like, ooh, I need to play it. But that is Castles of Burgundy, the special edition.
Alright, same story for this one. I didn't know, but then we played it, and it was like, that could land in my top 10. And here it sits just outside of the top 10 at number 11. You're buying and selling cattle.
Oh, Great Western Trail.
Great Western Trail.
I thought that was going to be in your top 10.
Oh, that's what you thought about Beyond the Sun. And
No, but like this for sure. You even said earlier, this is probably going to be a top 10 game for you. Just missed at number 11.
Just missed. So it'll be a little bit explained once we get into the top 10 for sure. But Great Western Trail is another one of those that was I don't know. I didn't think it would I'd really love it, but I really did. I liked going along the trail and doing different things along the trail to then be able to sell your cattle at the end, and it.
I think you really like, because there's other games you play that you really like.
I like going
moving along
paths.
And stopping and doing stuff. Yeah.
But then there's Merchants of the Dark Road, which to me was kind of boring because it was like a circular.
Yeah,
path.
This is more.
This is more like a let's go and find the path.
Especially because the places you stop, tiles are going to be there, so it's
Yeah, so I just found this really, really good. I feel like we got to play this again, and we also got to play
the
Argentina version, which we have. I'm ready to do that again. Let's do that.
Right. Sounds like a plan to me.
Great Western Trail.
Okay, so we are going into space. We have dice placement, and this my brother had this game. Not this edition. This is the new edition, Alien Frontiers Edition X, that has a lot of the expansion content in it. And I just really love this game a lot. Dice placement is one of my all-time favorite mechanics. And this is just so much fun for me. You're rolling your dice, obviously, and you're placing them out, trying to collect resources. You're trying to get your colonies out onto different areas because there's some area control going on the planet. And whoever controls these certain areas get these tiles, which have special abilities. And if you lose control, then it goes back. And this is a lot of fun. And there's cards in here, but I like the little colonies, and you're trying to put them out and colonize this planet. And I love dice placement games.
It was a little more frustrating for me because it can be a little mean when you take over a section of the planet and the tile gets passed from one person to the other, and you're like, I was gonna win with that, and you took it right at the end. And,
you liked this with the expansions when we played this for the review. You liked it. I
did like it better than when we had played it in the past. Yeah.
I sure do love this game, and there's a sentimental factor as well because I do have my brother's copy, and so there's that sentimental factor. But this is just a blast. That is Alien Frontiers.
So those last three games, I have to give a little bit of an explanation. Like I said, those all kind of had that same feeling for me in the beginning, where it was like we played it, and I was like, that could make my top 10. I said that literally about all three of those games.
Yeah.
So that's why they're all sitting there right outside the top 10. And really, it could have depended on which game I had played more recently, or just how I was feeling that day when I made the list. They probably all could have gone in a different order, but they're all very much, I like them all pretty equally. Yeah. So that's why they all kind of landed right there.
I mean, I love all mine too. Let us know which ones interests you the most that you have seen. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on our top 10. Woo! Here we go.